I'd like to introduce my testifiers. This is my father, Dr. Peter Hayden, and my stepmother, Joyce Hayden.
As my son has said, it was about 3 months before her death. And what you're going to see is her sending a note to me for my 40th year in chemical health, mental health area. I've been around a long time. And she just tells you how most of our children would feel about their parent, not knowing that that would be the last time that I would hear from her. And it brought me to think of a young lady that we had done everything that a parent could do. We sent her to the best schools, the best colleges. We got her teeth taken care of, with braces. So at some point in time, there would be a young man who would see her and see the value in her, the value that me and her mother put into her to provide an opportunity for a life that would be a good life, and that 3 months later she'd be gone, and a young man or a spouse or whoever the case is would not have this opportunity, and we would have to sit here to you and say, we need to keep her legacy alive. We need to keep her going. Lastly, I've worked after my recovery, 46 years of sobriety from drugs and alcohol. I have worked 43 years to help other people's children not to do or be what my daughter ended up being. I worked hard, but I also did not work in vain. In other words, I wasn't gone all the time, to work with others, and then my baby turns out to be something. She was like an Edina when she got killed. She wasn't in the bucket of blood. She wasn't in a seedy place. She had done all the right things. And then a policeman knocks on my door and lets me know to call somebody to tell me that my baby was killed at a supper club, she and her girlfriends and things of this nature. And so excuse my emotions, but I just want you to know you don't want your worst enemy to go through what we have that so many other people are going through. So that's why we're here today. We're not to knock anybody for anything around gun use. We're just saying that this is a great opportunity for a young lady who did everything to be somebody and just didn't make it. But what you'll do for me and my wife and my family is that you will have the opportunity to keep her legacy going, because that's it. She's gone. Thank you so much.
Anything you want to say to your dad?
I just want to tell my dad, I am so proud of you. You know that I am your #1 fan. I am Daddy's girl. I am Daddy's protector. I am Daddy's fighter. There's nothing anybody can say about my dad where I won't go 150,000% for him. So I'm really proud of you. I want you to keep up the great work, keep up the success, and I'm always here. I'm always a phone call away. Unfortunately, I can't be here at the event. I really wanted to be here. But I'm here in spirit. And to another 40 years, you're my hero, and I love you, and keep it up.
My name is Joyce Hayden, and I'm Taylor's mom, Jeff's stepmom. And I really want to impress upon you today the importance of getting into a different mindset around gun violence. And as Jeff indicated, Senator Hayden indicated, we want to get upstream on this, and we want to do some preventive measures. We want to do some educational measures. We want people to understand that gun violence doesn't have to be the way it is today. We want people to understand that there are other ways of settling differences versus pulling out a gun. We want people to understand that people's lives are more than the moment, more than I want what you have, and if I can't take it from you, I'm going to shoot you, kill you, and take something. Taylor happened to be, as my husband said, in a place where we would never have thought that this would have happened. She was in Atlanta, I can't remember, Buckhead, which we shouldn't be worried about our children anywhere, but we shouldn't be worried about them there. Enjoying a birthday celebration, someone ran behind her, grabbed her, and used her as a human shield so that they could be protected from whatever dirty deeds they were doing. We don't want that to happen to anyone else. We want to educate. We want to get ahead of this problem. We want people to really clearly understand that gun violence is not the way to solve issues. We want people to clearly understand that there are other ways of expressing themselves. And people can be angry, people can be mad, but picking up a gun to finalize something is not the way we want it to happen. And so we are obviously very supportive of Senator Hayden's work, and our goal is to make sure that we are helping people understand the impact of gun violence, because we've experienced it personally. But we also want people to understand that even if you haven't personally experienced it, let's work to make sure that you don't have to. Let's work to make sure that others don't have to. Let's get ahead of this so that we can start to make a difference in lives of our individuals, our communities, our schools, so that we don't have to have this happen again to anybody else. Thank you.